What's up, guys? Zach Dixon from Players on Shoot. Today is episode 15 of reading player feedback and responding to YouTube comments. So, real quick, guys, on Players on Shoot, you can go to my lounge right here. Then you can cycle through these things. You click that bad boy, it gives you the Players Lounge Google feedback form. So this is how, guys, you tell us what you think about the site and how we can make things better. And since we started doing these videos, we've gotten a lot more feedback, so let's dive right in, guys. So today is September 3rd, right? Somebody just sent this morning. It was B Zippo. He says, very satisfied with Players Lounge overall. Not easy to find games. Community's okay. Support is great. Pretty likely to refer a friend. He says, it sucks the opponent can see your records and decide not to play you. He likes random match linking and no questions for us. So B Zippo, thanks. I'm glad to hear that you're using Play Now beta. That's awesome. Next up, no name, but super satisfied across the board. And that's it. No other feedback. So glad to hear you're enjoying yourself, bro. Always love a happy player. Next up is A Kinsey. Pretty satisfied overall. Not that easy to find games, but very satisfied with support in the community. He says, disputes over legacy defending. Please make sure that your admins know well about legacy and tactical defending. You can make a commission of 3 admins to look at legacy issues, bro. Can you make a tutorial about how to detect legacy defending? That is a really good point. I will, Kinsey, make a legacy defending video. We've taught all our admins about it, but I think that's a really good point, and we can put that on FIFA match pages. So I'm actually going to do that tomorrow morning. Next up is no username, but perfect feedback across the board. He said, oh wow, this guy capitalized the first word of everything. When I first started, I didn't know I could record easily by double tapping share, so when I'd win games, a couple people cheated and said they won, but I couldn't do anything about it. But I understand it's not y'all's fault, and y'all are fair on just refunding both parties their money. Love to hear that. He likes that he can play people so easily for money. And he says, if I ever wanted to become a mod, tester, experimenter, or anything else to help improve, how do I do that? So great question, bro. We actually have a moderator position, and we're going to open up some more in September. We just brought on 3 more. We'll probably bring on another 5 or so moderators this month. So it goes moderator, super moderator, junior level support, full-time support, and then it just goes up from there. So Triple Point is up next. He's got okay feedback across the board. He says the website takes too much rake. He thinks it's an awesome idea, and he wants us to add Tekken. So Triple Point, thanks for the feedback, brother. Appreciate that. Okay, next up, Ball Verith. Okay feedback across the board. He thinks it's okay. It's all right finding games. Support is okay. He wants us to lower the deposit amount. He likes the ease of joining a competitive league. And no questions asked for us. That's not the first person that's suggested that we lower the deposit minimum. So, Balvera, thanks for putting that on my radar, bro. Next up is no username, but he's got okay feedback across the board, but no questions other than that. So, thanks for the feedback, brother. Diriangen, this is my dude. He's been on the site for a long, long time. Diriangen is a Players Launch veteran. He's played a lot of games. What is one thing that you do not like about Players Launch? Wish that we did better? Banning cheaters. He likes our innovation. Leaderboards have a glitch. I've played more than 10 games for $20 and still not qualified. Here's an album, 10 games for more than $20 with the proof. I should win some money if it worked perfectly. Okay, Diriangen, I'm gonna pass that along to our customer support guys, and somebody is gonna reach out to you and look into this. Let me actually do that right now. Just copy and paste this to our support guys. Okay, Diriangen. Someone please message him when you look into it. David, Alex. Okay, so I've got 2 support guys and our FIFA super mod looking into that. So cool. Next up is Yusuf. He's got pretty good marks across the board, except he thinks our support is just okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Yusuf. I think we worked pretty hard. He says, system, how are you? See if somebody is ready for tournament or not. It's not that I don't like it, but it needs some fixing because I just got fortified in a forfeited in a tournament, but I was online. Any other person that won not online at the time. So could you make it so it could see if you're online, yes or no? That would greatly help your site. He likes playing in tournaments. He says, how do you change the person that you're talking to in customer support? Because the person that I'm talking to right now, I don't like really. I respect him as a person, so I won't say his name. Okay, Yusuf, I appreciate that feedback. Honestly, bro, you can send me a DM, Yusuf. Okay, so actually, Diriangen, the push for this leaderboard fix is actually gonna get updated tomorrow. So that's on our radar from a customer service perspective. It'll get taken care of tomorrow, bro. Thanks for bringing that up. Next up is somebody who didn't list their name but doesn't have that. Honestly, doesn't really like the system so far. He says, I think the maximum amount of free games a day should at least be 7, and the deposit minimum should be like $1 or $2.50. It's super fun, works fine, and is easy to understand. Will the deposit minimum ever get to $2.50 or lower? So honestly, bro, right now, we're not going to lower the deposit minimum to $2.50 because we get hit with a 30-cent charge and like 3% of whatever you deposit. So at $2.50, it's like not a good deal for us. It's expensive for us. So that's why we have it at 10, but somebody did ask about 5, so we're thinking about lowering it to 5. Next up is Lightning 15F. He's got pretty good marks across the board. Thinks our support responds okay fast. Pretty satisfied with players on, okay satisfied with players on overall. He says, all the tournaments start very late. You guys gonna change the time on the tourneys, please? Change the time of the tourneys. So Lightning F, if you told me what region you're from, I'm guessing you're from Europe if you don't like our tournament start times. But actually this week we're gonna launch some new tournament times. So thanks for the feedback, bro. Next up is Down Syndrome. He has okay marks across the board. He says, I want Rainbow Six Siege and Players Lounge. He thinks it's easy to maintain a balance, and he wants to know if Siege will ever be a thing on Players Lounge. For fucking sure, bro. We're gonna launch Rainbow Six Siege soon. Next up is Fair Perry. He's been on the site for a while, but he has very, very negative feedback. He's an 80+ PLR. He says, as 90 PLR rating is no possible to find games, I can't do anything here. I really like $360 tournament, but now it is shit with bad prize for the winner. When you will stop protecting cheaters and fake account and care about legit people? Fair Perry, I understand your frustration. This is one of the best players on the site, so he's pretty frustrated about the fact that players that are not as good as him don't want to play him. So that's a little bit of a difficult situation. That's why we have a leaderboard, Fair Perry, and we lowered the tournament prizes because us just giving money to the best players on the site who win the tournaments does not make for a sustainable, good business. We want a lot of players to win money on the weekends. The weekend prizes are still going to be, we're going to improve them. So anyways, Fair Perry, thanks for the feedback. This guy's username is rather not say, so I guess he doesn't want us to just give any other feedback other than that. He has okay feedback across the board. He wants different color schemes as this one hurts my eyes. He likes that it's quick and simple. And he says, is there any way that you don't have to play for money on a free match? Is there any way that you don't have to play for money? So I'm not exactly sure if your question is is there a entirely free way to play? Just like a kind of practice Players Lounge? But yeah, anyways, that's our feedback. That's we've got that already with the free quarter tournaments. Diriangen says, takes a time to load list of players on site. He likes the fees, and he wants to know when we should expect an app. So this is Diriangen. I guess he put in 2 pieces of feedback same day. The app is going to be built in the next 2 to 3 months. Next up is no username, but he has pretty good feedback across the board. He says, what happened to tournaments? They say 4 out of 4 and have a waiting list that doesn't work. 1v1, v1, v1, and the Freedom Hearts. I liked how a new one was created when the current one was filled. He likes that tournaments. He likes the old way that tournaments were run, August 29th and before. Can we revert the recent tournament changes, please? Okay, so I don't exactly understand the issue you're having, but we will take a look at the wait list for the tournaments. Next up is Art2D2. He has okay feedback across the board. He says he does not like the fees. 20% of the winnings go to PL, kind of outrageous. Maybe get money through advertisements rather than your community. They get 5 to 10% of the cut. So Art2D2.fn, we take 10% of the total prize pool. That's it. We don't take 20%. This is a mathematical confusion. If you enter a competition for $5 and I accept for $5, the winner gets $9. So that's 10% of $10. We do that. That's our standard business model. 10% is really easy to understand. He says he likes that you can win money. Why do you charge so much, LOL? I'd say charge a monthly membership of $4 to $5 to use the platform with no charges and take cuts from tournaments. I'd rather pay $4 to $5 a month. We don't charge people to play on the site. That's how we think we can get the most players to play, is by letting anybody play and get introduced to the site for free. So last one for today, and then we'll do these next ones tomorrow. This one is Millhouse. This guy says, pretty satisfied. Kind of easy to find games, likes the community, support is great, we respond pretty fast. And he says, I filled out the shirt questionnaire around 3 weeks ago, but I never got an email about it, shipping or anything. Is there anything you guys can do about it? Yes, definitely. He says, customer support is helpful. And he says, are you guys going to make play now faster? It seems as if it takes longer than just to set up a normal match, even when I expand my search criteria. How is host decided for that and tournaments? So host, Millhouse, is randomly decided. But yes, right now about 18% of matches played on Players Lounge are completed by the Play Now function. So as we get more players to use that, yes, it'll definitely get easier to play games. So some YouTube comments real quick. What if my opponent doesn't show up? Thank you, very helpful. I'm in this situation right now. Eros, thanks, man. Super glad to hear that. Okay. I won, but didn't get the
What's up,
money.
guy?
Hey, Sinister. Did you get this sorted out? If not, please click the blue button in the bottom right corner of the site and that's customer support. They will get you sorted out. Okay. Next up is Huso Chan. He says this video was really helpful. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. All right, Mark, Northern Ireland, says, I entered a 25-cent tournament and my opponent didn't show up. Thanks. I hope you got the quick forfeit win. Give us some feedback and let me know how you are enjoying yourself on the site. We take your feedback very seriously. All right. Okay, Larry Less.
What?
He says, thanks, man, helped a lot. That's great. Seems like a lot of people are finding this video helpful. That's great. Okay, Ryan Jacobson says, did this with 3 friends, they got money, I didn't. Hey Ryan, I've never heard of someone's referred players getting money, but the referrer not getting money. Happy to look into this for you. Can you please click the blue button in bottom right corner of site and send customer support a message? We will investigate this for you and get you sorted out. Thanks, brother. All right, keep on rolling. Gold Foxcatcher.
What?
Says, why do I have to pay to enter though? There are free 25 competitions 24/7. Some tournaments are free, but the majority are pay to play. Are you not seeing the free competitions? Let me know. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the feedback, Gold Fox Catcher. Joshua Bullock. He says, it was as if everything he was saying was too good to be true, but glad it is. Oh, shit. Alrighty. Tim PSN says, please fix. I want to add money with PayPal, but there's no option for that. I am from Sweden. Please respond. Thank you. Tim PSN. Talk. Hello from Brooklyn. Love Sweden. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have PayPal for Scandinavia. But we do have Skrill and Bitcoin. You can find those on the deposit page on Players Lounge. Let me find that deposit page for you also, my dude. Grab that. We are working on bringing PP to all countries outside of US, UK, Canada. Thanks for using the site. Please let us know if you have any other issues. Okay. Next up, do a couple more. Deku 84 says, too complicated. Basically, you aren't offering anything but a chat room and a pay service like Venmo or PayPal. This can be done using TeamSpeak or Discord without paying you a dime, LOL. Hey man, you're also forgetting that we guarantee that whomever you play will pay you the money that you two agree to. We have a platform with thousands of players who want to play by the same set of rules, and we offer 24/7 customer support. That seems like a better arrangement than TeamSpeak or Discord. Trust me, I've been doing this full time for 3 years, and it's hard. Thank you for your feedback. Hope you try out the site. Okay, a couple more. The Genie. He says, I want a free Xbox Rocket League tournament. Oh, brother, you know we're gonna start doing nightly free Rocket League tournaments. Zach Schmidt says, hey, I play Rocket League on Xbox. Can we get a free tournament? Read. Of course. It's coming this week, brother. Promise. Andrew Lower says, for sure, boys. I got love for my Xbox homies. It's coming. Hey, I just played a Fortnite tournament for free and for 25 cents, and I won. I did not get the money. Message support via the blue button, and they will sort this out for you. What Nerd Ward said. Let's get you sorted out, my dude. Sorry to hear about your issue. Okay. Am hype about Hearthstones. Me too. It will be our first legit mobile tablet game on site. Hope you had a good weekend, though. All right, we'll do one more. X-Tominator X says, what about PUBG? Oop, I just want to heart this video. My computer's running kind of slow. We got PUBG on site, my dude. Try playing again. Okay. So that's it, guys. Episode 15 in the books. Thank you for the feedback and thank you for the YouTube comments, guys. We take this shit really seriously. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you as always. See you.